जगा लो होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
भव मंत्र का अर्थ जान ले, मन मना भव मंत्र का अर्थ जान ले। मन वांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मन मना भव मंत्र का अर्थ जान ले, मन मना भव मंत्र का। जो कदम उठे तेरे दर पे जा रुके, जो कदम उठे तेरे दर पे जा रुके, जीवन मुक्ति का रहस्य तुमसे पा सके, तुमसे पा सके। योग युक्त शिव की भक्ति से रहे जुड़े, योग युक्त शिव की भक्ति से रहे जुड़े। मन वांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मन मना भव मंत्र का। अनन्य शक्तियों की धूप छाव में पले, अनन्य शक्तियों की धूप छाव में पले। जो तेरे हिसाब से कर्म कर चले, कर्म कर चले। आत्म अन्वेषण से अब आपसे मिले, आत्म अन्वेषण से अब आपसे मिले। मन वांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मन मना भव मंत्र का। जो तेरी रजा में है हमको सब कबूल, जो तेरी रजा में है हमको सब कबूल। तेरी राह चल पड़े बन जाए हम मबूल, बन जाए हम मबूल। धीरज मन में बांध ले शांत स्वरूप बने, धीरज मन में बांध ले शांत स्वरूप बने। मन वांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मन मना भव मंत्र का अर्थ जान ले, मन मना भव मंत्र का अर्थ जान ले। मन वांछित फल से जीवन का कल्याण करे, मन मना भव मंत्र का।
Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Today's Murli is based on it is based on the pilgrimage of remembrance which acts as your safety. It acts as a means of your safety. The pilgrimage of remembrance enables you gain victory over Maya and your sense organs become cool. And you get that power through yoga. Today's date is 10th September 2024. The essence of the Murli is sweet children, mantra to all is one above. All the specialities are merged in this mantra. This mantra makes you pure. Question: what is the number one method of safety for you souls and how? Answer: the pilgrimage of remembrance is the number one method of safety because it's by having this remembrance that your character is reformed. And you conquer Maya. By having remembrance, your impure physical organs, they become quiet. You receive power by having remembrance. There has to be that power of remembrance in the sword of knowledge. It's only by having remembrance that you become sweet and sato pradhan and you don't upset anyone. Therefore, you shouldn't become weak in the pilgrimage of remembrance. Ask yourself to what extent you stay in remembrance. Om Shanti. You sweetest spiritual children definitely have to be cautioned every day. Which caution? First priority should be given to your safety. And what's your safety? You are very safe when you are in the pilgrimage of remembrance. The first and the foremost aspect is this is meant for you, children. The Father has explained you will have happiness and good manners to the extent you stay in the pilgrimage of remembrance. Because you have to become pure. Each of you has to reform your character. You have to check yourself to, is my character such that it causes sorrow for others? Do I have any type of body consciousness? You have to check yourself in these aspects very carefully. Baba sits here and teaches you children. You children study and then you enable others also study this knowledge. The unlimited Father only teaches you. Rest all are human beings. The whole world is covered in this except the one Father is bodiless. He tells you, children, you also have to become bodiless. Baba has come to make us bodiless. We can go home only when we become pure. You cannot carry this rubbish with you. That is why Father gives us this mantra with which you will become pure. This is the mantra which helps you conquer Maya. This mantra helps you become pure. There are many specialities which are merged in this mantra. You have to become deities from human beings. Because we were deities, that is why Father says, if you want to be safe, if you want to become strong and a great Mahavir, you have to make the effort to be in the pilgrimage of remembrance. Baba, of course, gives us teachings. Then Baba says, it is drama. As per drama plan, everything is going very well. Baba explains further, you shouldn't become weak in the pilgrimage of remembrance. The Gopikas who are in bondage, who live outside, they remember the Father even more than those who live with the Father do. Because They are desperate to meet Shiv Baba. The stomachs of those who have already met him, they become full. Those who stay in remembrance a great deal, they always claim the highest position. It's also seen that those who manage big centers, they are also very weak in the pilgrimage of remembrance. There has to be very good power of remembrance. Because of not having the power of remembrance in this word of knowledge, the arrow doesn't strike anyone. And they don't die completely. You children try to shoot arrows of knowledge at people and make them die alive. And then they belong to the Father, but they don't die. There must be definitely something wrong with this word of knowledge. Although Baba knows that Brahma is moving along absolutely accurately. But Baba continues to explain to us for future also. Everyone has to ask, every one of you should ask to what extent you stay in the remembrance, because you receive power from the remembrance, and that is why it is said there should be that power in this word of knowledge. Of course, knowledge is explained very easily, but to the extent you are in the pilgrimage of remembrance, you become sweet accordingly. You were Sato Pradhan, so you were very sweet. So again you have to become Sato Pradhan, and this requires you to become sweet, and you must never get upset. Let the atmosphere not be such that someone gets upset. Make effort for this. Baba says, make effort for this, because the service of establishing a godly college is very elevated. There are many universities which are remembered in Bharat. In fact, they are not that. There is only one world university. Baba comes and gives liberation and liberation in life to everyone. Baba knows that all the human beings, everything has to be destroyed. Even you have called the Father in order to destroy this dirty world and create that new world. Your children also know that Father has come. This is the pomp of Maya. They show the play that title is Fall of Pompeii. They build so many big temples. They build so many big buildings. That is Maya's pomp. You don't find such buildings in golden age because they are built here because we don't have enough space. When it's the time of destruction, at that time all the buildings just collapse. Earlier we were not building such big buildings. When bombs are dropped, the buildings just collapse. They will just fall like a pack of cards. It doesn't mean that only those in buildings will die and others will remain. Whoever, wherever they are, whether he is across the sea or on earth or they are in the sky or they are near mountains or someone is flying, everyone will be destroyed. Because this is an old world. All the 8.4 million species will be destroyed. None of them will remain in that new world. There won't be so many human beings or mosquitoes or germs or insects, etc. Everything is so clean in that golden age. Here there are many of them. You children are becoming deities, and everything there will be Sato Pradhan. Here too, when you visit any wealthy person's home, you find great cleanliness. You are becoming greatest deities of all. You cannot be even called an important person because you are more elevated than them. This is not something new. You also become this number wise 5,000 years ago. There won't be so much rubbish, etc. there. You children should have happiness that you become deities. Only one Father who teaches us, he makes us elevated. Of course, there is always various positions number wise based on the efforts that we make in. Now you children are making effort, and you children are opening big centers so that eminent people can come to know about this organization. Even the ancient Raj Yoga of Bharat is also remembered, in particularly for the foreign people, because they have that curiosity to learn Raj Yoga. the residents of Bharat have Tamo Pradhan intellect. Of course, those have Tamo intellects. That is why they are very keen to study the ancient Raj Yoga of Bharat. The ancient Raj Yoga of Bharat is very well known, through which Bharat becomes heaven. Very few come. Those who understand fully, heaven has passed and it will definitely exist again. Heaven, that is paradise, is the greatest wonder of the world. The world itself is wonderful. There are very few wonders in the world. The heaven is glorified so much. Heaven and hell and the temple of Shiva and brothel. You children now remember everything number wise, that you now have to go to the temple of Shiva. In order to go there, you have to remember Shiv Baba. Because he is the one who becomes guide and who takes everyone back home. The devotion is called night and the knowledge is the day. These are unlimited matters. It's not about the duration of 24 hours. It's not about the limited day or night. There is a lot of difference between the new one and the old one. Whereas you children feel that you study, you open big centers and you teach this knowledge there so that many eminent people can come and learn. You have to explain to everyone individually. In fact, the study or there are places of solitude for studying. The ashrams of Brahma Gyanis are very far from the cities. And they always live on the ground floor. They don't live on the higher floors of such tall buildings. Now, because they are Tamo Pradhan, that's why they've started entering the cities, because they have become Tamo Pradhan and they have lost that power. At this time, all the batteries have been discharged. And how to make your battery charged? No one can let us know how to charge the batteries except the Father. It's only by charging your batteries that you children receive strength. For that, the main thing is remembrance. It is in this that there are obstacles of Maya. Some tell the surgeon the truth, whereas others hide those things also. Each of you has to tell the Father about weaknesses within you. You should tell the imperishable surgeon that about the sins that you have committed in this birth. Otherwise, your conscience will continue to bite you. After telling Baba about that, your conscience will not bite you. So Baba says to keep something inside you is always harmful. Those who are true children, they tell the Father everything. These are the sins that I have committed in this birth. Day by day, the Father continues to emphasize that this is your final birth. And by becoming Tamo Pradhan, you will definitely commit sins. When we have Tamo Pradhan intellects, definitely we start committing sins. Baba says, Baba comes and chooses that soul who was number one, and he also comes in the last birth of many births, and because that soul has to go to number one, of course a lot of effort has to be done. Because sins are committed in this birth, right? Some, they don't even realize what they are doing. And they don't even tell the truth. Some do tell the truth. The Father has explained, children, your physical organs will become quiet when you reach your karmatit stage. Just like when people become old, their physical organs automatically they become quiet. Here all the physical organs have to be quietened at an young age. If your power of yoga is good, then all these things will just end. There are no dirty illnesses or rubbish or anything like that. People are very clean and tidy there. There it's the kingdom of Rama, whereas here it's the kingdom of Ravan. That is why there are many types of bad illnesses here. In the golden age, none of them will exist. Don't even ask. The very name is so first class. Heaven, new world. There is a lot of cleanliness there. Baba explains, it's only at this most auspicious confluence age that you hear all of these things. Yesterday you didn't hear any of this. Yesterday you were the masters of the land of death, whereas today you are becoming the masters of the land of immortality. You have the faith that you were in that land of death yesterday, and by coming into this confluence age you are making an effort to go to the land of immortality. You have found the one who is teaching you at this time. Those who study very well, they also earn very well. But Baba says, to the extent you study very well, you would earn a very good income. It would be said that the greatness is in studying. It's the same thing here. You claim a very high status through this study. You are now in light. No one else apart from you children knows this. You too repeatedly forget this. Then you go back to the old world. To forget means to go back to the old world. You Confluence aged Brahmins know that we are not in Iron Age anymore. You have to remember this all the time because you are becoming the masters of the new world. Baba teaches us for the new world. There should be such pure pride. Can mothers respond? Just see beside each other so that no one is. So that everyone is just listening to the Murli. Because we become the masters of the new world. This pride is pure and that pride is impure. You children should never have impure thoughts. At the end, after efforts have been made, the result will be announced. The Father explains, until that time, all are effort makers. When the examination takes place, each soul passes number wise and then each one gets transferred. Yours is an unlimited study which only you know. You explain so much. New ones continue to come to claim the inheritance from the unlimited Father. Although they live far away, their intellects develop faith by listening to this. So you should also come personally in front of Baba. They should come to Madhuban. You should definitely personally meet the Father who educates you children. It's only when souls understand this, then they can come here. If some have not yet understood anything, then even if they come here, they can understand. Baba says, if you have anything in your hearts and you are not able to understand, you may ask. Because Father is the magnet. Those who have it in their fortune, they are able to grasp this knowledge very well. If it is not in someone's fortune, then everything is over. They simply ignore everything that they have heard. Who sits here and teaches you? Who teaches you? God Himself comes and teaches you. His name is Shiva. It is Shiv Baba who gives us the sovereignty of heaven. Then you can just decide which study would be better. You would say Shiv Baba, from whom we receive the sovereignty of 21 births, he is teaching us at this time. By explaining in this way, you can bring them to Baba. Some, because of not being able to understand fully, they will not be able to do service or contribute. Baba says they are unable to come out from the chains of the bondage, whereas you liberated yourself from the chains of the bondages during the initial times of the creation. You were just like the one who is totally intoxicated, how he comes by liberating himself from everything. That was also predestined in the drama. There was that pull at that time. The furnace had to be created in the drama. You died alive and some went back to Maya. Of course, there is a battle, right, which goes on. Maya also sees this one has shown a great courage, so she also hits you to test whether you are strong or not. Even if you take one earthen pot, you always check its quality before buying. Of course, you children are also tested, and you will be affected by the storms to test your resilience. You children were taken care a lot, everything was taught. When you see the albums, if you just look at those images, you will not be clear about that. Someone should sit and explain to you children how everyone was in that furnace and how some came out from it in different ways. When these currency notes are printed, some of them would be faulty ones. This is also a godly mission. God sits here and establishes one religion. This is not known to anyone. They call out to the Father, but they are like crazy people who don't understand anything. They say, how is this possible? Maya Ravan makes them totally like that. People worship Shiv Baba and then they say he is omnipresent. If you speak of Shiv Baba, how can there be omnipresent? How can he be omnipresent? People worship a lingam and they call it Shiva. They don't say that Shiva is sitting in it. They say that God is in pebbles and stones. Does that mean all are God? God cannot be unlimited, right? So the Father also explains to you children. He also explained in the same way in the previous cycle. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The essence for dharana, the first point. First one, creates such a sweet atmosphere that no one can become upset. Make effort to become bodiless as the Father. Make your nature sweet and your physical organs quiet with the power of remembrance. Second point, constantly maintain the intoxication of your now being confidence aged and not iron aged. Baba is teaching you in order to make you into the masters of the new world. Finish all impure thoughts. Today's blessing. May you constantly perform elevated acts as a karma yogi by remaining seated on your immortal throne and the heart throne. At this time, each one of you children receives 2 thrones. One is your immortal throne and the other one is the heart throne. However, only the one whose kingdom he's ruled, he can only sit on the throne. Since each one of you is seated on the immortal throne, and you have the right to that self-sovereignty. And then because you are seated on the Father's heart throne, you have a right to the Father's inheritance, in which all the fortune of the kingdom is included. A karma yogi means one who is seated on both thrones. Every act of a soul seated on such thrones is elevated because all of his physical organs and senses function under law and order. Slogan: those who remain constantly set on the seat of self-respect are virtuous and great. Today's Avyakt signal, 10th. We all are godly children who are the children of the bestower, and all the attainments are our birthright. So always have that pride and become master bestower and master ocean. Just experience that powerful stage. So always practice having a stage which is beyond having a desire of the limited attainments. Om Shanti. The evening meditation will be in the conference hall from 6 to 8 p.m. on the occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi. A Toli has come from Mumbai for all you brothers and sisters. A resident of Pandav Bhavan, Kunti Mataji, she has left her mortal coil and she has taken Babdada's lap, and her Laukik family will reach today, and the funeral activities will take place tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Let's send our good wishes to that soul for
प्रभु का वरदान है। योगी जीवन बड़ा ही प्यारा, ये प्रभु का वरदान है। दिल की दुआएं वो पाए सभी का, हर दिल का अरमान है। योगी जीवन बड़ा ही प्यारा। सिरत की वो है सूरत, त्याग तप की वो है मूरत। प्रभु सिरत की वो है सूरत, हर बंधन से मुक्त वो रहता, वो तो गुणों की खान है। योगी जीवन बड़ा ही प्यारा, ये प्रभु का वरदान है। योगी जीवन बड़ा ही प्यारा। प्रेम भावना नेक कामना, मन में होता शुद्ध विचार। प्रेम भावना नेक कामना, मन में होता शुद्ध विचार। धरती पर वो सुख का सूरज, धरती पर वो सुख का सूरज, बांटे सब में प्यार। पांच तत्व का वो है मालिक, जग की जीवन दान है। योगी जीवन बड़ा ही प्यारा, ये प्रभु का वरदान है। योगी जीवन बड़ा ही प्यारा, ये प्रभु का वरदान है। दिल की दुआएं वो पाए सभी का, हर हर दिल का अरमान है। योगी जीवन बड़ा ही प्यारा, ये प्रभु का वरदान है। योगी जीवन बड़ा ही प्यारा, ये प्रभु का वरदान है।
बाप की याद गीत था ना, अनोखी शक्ति देती है।
Was a song which gives unique power. With that remembrance, all the shortcomings are eliminated. Such a power is there in Baba's remembrance. It doesn't end so much with our effort, but the first thing we need for our efforts, we should always have the remembrance of the Father, and we should have different ways of remembering the Father through different attainments. So when we remember all these attainments, the remembrance becomes natural and constant. Let there be that unwavering love towards the Father. Just keep remembering the great duties of the Father again and again in our intellect. The more we believe in such greatness, the more we will bring it in our thinking. Then we will start experiencing that greatness through thinking. Then finally we will become great. Then you see how easy and permanent that change will be in our lives. And that becomes permanent also. Thank you. Om Shanti.